Yo, how is everyone doing today? My name is Connor, but you guys can call me Superior. And today we have a pretty sweet gameplay. It is a double AK-12 KEM, golden AK-12 KEM on the map Warhawk. Now, Warhawk is one of my favorite maps just because it is kind of small and I know how to work the spawns. And I don't suck at it because I would never like a map if I sucked dick at it. Kind of like Stonehaven or Stormfront or Siege. I hate all those maps because I suck dick at it. So I do hope you guys enjoy the gameplay just because it was a lot of fun to get. And I actually have quite a few double chems now, and this is one of them. Expect to be seeing a lot more of them in the near future just because I've been playing a lot of Xbox 360 as of late. I've hung up the Xbox One as of recent just because it's definitely, Call of Duty isn't ready for the Xbox One. And what I mean by that is the graphics are better, but they're not that much better. And the kids on it, every single kid that I've found is pretty goddamn decent. And what I mean by decent is they're smart enough so if I were to kill a kid and I was at the same spot like 3 times in a row, the kid's gonna know where I am and he's gonna come back. And I can't kill the same kid 24 times in a row. It just isn't gonna happen. And he will kill me eventually. You know, he knows where I am and he's gonna make his way back there and try and kill me. You know, that's what I mean by decent. So I enjoy playing the 360. Just because one, I find out, it seems like I find more success on the 360, and that's what all my friends play, and I don't really want to be playing solo 110% of the time, especially against kids that are freaking Superman all the time. But other than that, the Xbox One's great. I really like it. It's pretty much Windows 8, but you control it with a controller instead of a mouse. I haven't really found anything that's really different than Windows 8, other than it's obviously not a computer, but it has the exact same layout. You can download apps and pretty much do anything you want. It's pretty much a $500 DVD player at this point for me, just because I don't really see much use for it because the only game I play is Call of Duty, and I like to play that on the 360, just because, like I said, that's what my friends are on. But I really hope the sound quality in this video was a lot better. Not the game sound, but my voice. My good friend Incredilag actually sent me out a new mic, which is absolutely crazy to think that anyone would do that for me. So really big thanks to Incredilag. It really meant a lot to me. Otherwise, I would have to keep using the shitty mic on. I was using the earbuds, you know, for like iPods. I was a little mic on it. Yeah, I was using that. It didn't sound too bad, but it's definitely not going to be the same as the audio quality that I have right here. So big thank you to Incredilag. Everyone, go over to his channel and thank him, I guess, because without him, I probably wouldn't be making this video right now or any video ever in the future. Now that I have all that out of the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about the next-gen consoles. I know I touched a little bit on the Xbox One already, but I wanted to talk about the PS4 a little bit. Now, personally, I know literally nothing about the PS4, or really the Xbox One in terms of, like, spec-wise, or how much RAM they have, or the hard drive space, or anything like that. I just want to ask you guys a question. I want you guys to think or what you guys have heard. Personally, I've heard that the PS4 is better, and what I mean by that is that I know that it crushed the Xbox One in sales, but does that necessarily mean it's better? I really don't know. So if any of you have the PS4 or the Xbox One, or even both, even better, what do you guys think's better? I think, this is my opinion, but I think that the Xbox 360 beat the PS3 this time. Or actually, it was pretty much a dead tie. Just because the PS3, you didn't have to pay for the PlayStation Network. But on the Xbox 360, you had to play for live. And the PS3 had its drawbacks. PSN did, because you couldn't be like in a party or anything. So, you know, you'd have to be in the same game together to talk to each other. And that was something that Xbox had unique to the own system. And I basically would not have survived any. You know, I would have not survived a 360 without being able to be in party chat. So that must have been a struggle for the PS3 people. But the graphics were about the same. I know the specs on the consoles were pretty much even. But the Xbox 360 actually had that red ring of death problem, if any of you guys remember that, a long time ago when the Xboxes first came out. But, you know, you got to tip your hat to Microsoft because they did fuck up, but they made up for their fuck up by... you could call 1-800-4MY-XBOX or some random number like that, and then they would replace your Xbox or try and fix it or do whatever they could to kind of make that right. But, you know, that the fact that it had a red ring in the first place and then it didn't work out of the box kind of pisses me off, and that they should have just taken their time and made the best console that they could have, like the Xbox Slim. You know, why couldn't the Xbox Slim have been the first Xbox they released and not the Xbox Arcade, which, honestly, probably an Xbox Arcade, it doesn't even work anymore because they're so old. They're like dinosaurs, but they're Xboxes. but I don't think any of those kind of comparisons can really be applied to the PS4 and the Xbox One, just because the PS4 is also you have to pay for PSN now. It's the same price as Xbox Live. It's like $60 a month, or not a month, a year. That'd be crazy if it was $60 a month. But I think pretty sure the graphics are the same. You know, from me watching live streams and whatnot, I really don't see a big difference in the PS4 to the Xbox One. Obviously the menu's different, or like the home screen or whatever the hell it's called, the PSN guide button or whatever, looks different than the Xbox's. But I'm also not sure if it has voice command. I know the Xbox's voice command is supposed to be really good, but personally I don't know if it's just because it can't understand my voice, or I'm not talking clear enough, or I just don't straight up say it right, that it doesn't seem to pick up my voice like half of the time. So I find myself saying like Xbox Home or Xbox on Snap like 3 times just to get it to work. So that's a feature that hopefully will be fixed in the future with some updates. You know, but then again, that might be more of a hardware problem, so I don't think they could really fix that. I definitely kind of regret buying the Xbox One as of right now, but I'm sure with other Call of Duties, when Call of Duty is actually prepared for the next-gen consoles as far as graphics go and dedicated servers and everything, I definitely think that the Call of Duty will be better on the Xbox One, but just it wasn't ready for the Xbox One. And I know I keep saying that, but it just... you know, they came out with Ground War, and they said they were going to have dedicated servers on the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, but that obviously didn't work at all. You know, they're not even dedicated on the Xbox One fully. It's like half and half, which is crazy because they pretty much lied to us. I don't want to say that, but that's basically what they did. But that is about it for this video, guys. Please drop a comment down below with what console you think is better. I don't really mean to start a console war. I don't really prefer one or the other, considering as I only used one, so my opinion would be kind of biased. But if you guys did enjoy, please click the subscribe button. If you guys are new, click the like button. Let's go for 15 likes. And other than that, have a fantastic day, guys. I am out.
Hey,